After this update, the game of Clash of Clans will be forever changed. This is the biggest thing to happen in Clash of Clans. I mean, way bigger than just new troops or new town halls. This is insanity. When you get to Town Hall 14, you get a brand new building you get to build and then max out up to level 4. Inside of that, you have pets. In this video, we're going to go over the special abilities of each one of these pets, how to use it the best, and show you a number of different attack strategies versus maxed out Town Hall 14 bases using all of these different hero pets. Each one of these pets uses Dark Elixir to be upgraded and can be upgraded all the way up to level 10 and assigned to a specific hero. Now, each one of these pets has different abilities, capabilities that it can do. For example, the Unicorn. The Unicorn is a healing pet. It will stick to whatever hero you assign it to and continue to heal that hero. The Yak's like a little tank. He cannot go over walls, but he can sure go through them. He does increase damage to the walls. The Electro Owl is kind of a weird troop because it flies. Most heroes don't fly except for an Air Warden, but it will stick to whatever hero you assign it to. It'll do damage, and it gets a little bit of a chain on that as well. Then we have Lassie. She can jump over walls and attack targets on the other side. She's got a decent amount of HP, not as much as the Yak, but being able to jump over walls to go after targets is a big bonus. First, we're going to take a look at the pet that interested me the most. That is going to be the Unicorn. As you can see, I've got her attached to my Archer Queen. I selected these things one at a time so we could really focus on what kind of benefits you're going to get with each one of those. My first thought was, man, she can act as a healer that stays with the Queen. You know how a lot of times in a smash attack, your Queen goes off from the troops, the healers stick to the troops, and your Queen just kind of dies. So I thought, what if I assign that Unicorn to the Queen? And that way, even if the healers abandon her later on in the attack, she's going to have consistent healing power from this Unicorn throughout, allowing her to stay alive longer on the backside of the base and take out more stuff. Now, look at this, man. Already, healers have gone off onto the Super Witches, and that's fine. That's what you want to see on these type of attacks. However, the Unicorn is sticking to the Queen like glue, because that's the hero she's assigned to. So far, this is going swimmingly, man. The Queen is topped up at full health. The rest of the smash is going on. Like I said, I haven't assigned any other pets to any of the other heroes because I really wanted to focus in on the Unicorn abilities. Now look at this. The one healer, she had to pop her ability. She's dealing with the Warden platform. She's dealing with the enemy BK. But with that ability, look at that Unicorn able to get her back up there on health. Now, it's not a group of 4 or 5 healers, that's for sure. But the maxed out Unicorn healing's like 73, so way more than a single healer. Look at this, man. Queen is still hanging in there. Still hanging in there. Ground bow might take her out. She's down. Now the Unicorn switches off and starts healing the Warden. I have also seen the Unicorn start healing troops on the outside, so even if your Queen does finally die, Unicorn will still help heal troops. I thought, man, that was pretty amazing what the Unicorn did for the Queen, but I think I want to heal her on my Royal Champion even more than I want to heal her on my Queen, so let's fast forward to that part of this attack. Alright guys, here we have it. Hogs are out, Royal Champion is in. This time the Unicorn is assigned to the Royal Champion. So far we got Hog Riders out in front, so the RC's not even taking a lot of heat yet, which is good. You can't just leave her out to dry with singles enemy heroes. The Unicorn's not going to be able to keep up. This is meant as a support pet, not the main form of keeping your Royal Champion basically invincible, alright? You pair this with some skeleton spells or some free spells in case your RC gets in a tough spot, and this could keep your Royal Champion alive to the end of basically every single attack, man. Look at this Unicorn hanging in there. Royal Champion still has her ability intact. We didn't use any freezes. We didn't use any other help other than some Hog Riders in front of her. Look at this, man. Still have not had to pop her ability. Unicorn still following the Royal Champion, trying to get her healed up. She's on the last defense, you guys. She's on the last defense, still has her abilities, still being healed up by this Unicorn. Alright guys, I'm kind of in love with that Unicorn already, but we gotta test the other ones. This time I've assigned the Owl to the Royal Champion. Let's fast forward to the part where that's gonna help. Alright guys, Hogs are coming out. It's getting time to drop that Royal Champion. This time she's got the Owl with her to help her do extra damage. Now, it's not going to help keep the Royal Champion alive longer, but it is going to help her move through the defenses a little faster. Now, look at this. That Owl is a flying pet. And this is a ground army, all right? There's really nothing to tank for this Owl, all right? Here we go. Let's see. All right. Oh, the Owl's getting targeted by an air defense. Oh, man. I mean, it survived, but I don't like the fact that an air defense is going to be able to target the owl, so I don't think the owl's a good match for the royal champion. All right, guys, it's time to try out some of these other pets. We're going to pair the yak with the king, because neither one of them can reach over the wall, jump over walls, so they should stick together really nicely. We'll see who tanks for who. Looks like so far, the yak is sticking behind the king, just helping him do some damage. Let's see if he's going to help him get through that wall at all. Looks like I already got a wall break, so it's not going to matter. So now we got the yak just kind of tanking his way into the base with the BK, doing some extra damage. He can help him break through walls if needed, but he's just another 5,000 hit points as far as tanking is concerned. Dude, look at this yak. It's still alive. I think it's gonna die to the Town Hall Blast. The yak is still alive. The Grand Warden covered it. Can you even see it in there? The yak is still alive. Oh my god, dude. That is crazy. That yak is like on a sliver. I think I could barely see. Dude, that yak made it so far in the base. Now I gotta say, the yak doesn't really do anything super exciting for me, but he has some extra muscle, and I think he pairs best with the Barbarian King. All right, guys, now we're going to take a look at Lassie. We're going to pair it up with the Royal Champion. She can jump over walls. She can do extra damage. She's a ground troop, so she's not going to get taken out by an air defense. This could be a really good pairing for the Royal Champion. All right, guys, Royal Champion has been played. Let's zoom in here. We can see Lassie sticking with her and actually staying right in front of the Royal Champion. That could be really handy if you're facing off with a single target Inferno. It's going to have to lock on to Lassie and get through her before it has a chance to lock on to the Royal Champion. So very, very handy there that Lassie just happens to stay right in front of your Royal Champion. She's also going to help you get through skeleton spells faster if there's two of them to face off with a skelly spell instead of just one. In fact, look, Royal Champion has not even taken damage yet, and she's all the way through to the backside of the base. So, Lassie, wow, another powerful pet right there, really well paired with the Royal Champion. Now guys, we're gonna try a number of different strategies on a number of different bases, assigning pets to all of the heroes. Scatter shots at Town Hall 14 have another level, they have more HP, and we have not gotten a new level of the lightning spell yet. So if you plan on using zaps to take out scatter shots, you're gonna have to recalculate. Well, for scatter shots, it's gone up to 7 lightnings and 1 quake, instead of the 6 lightnings and a quake that it takes at Town Hall 13. So, big time info right there, man. If you plan on using zaps, you're gonna need 7 of them for the scatter shots. Luckily on this base, we were able to get both of them with 1 set of zaps, and that's some amazing value right there. Use some super goblins, get in there and take out the Town Hall. Now, we're just gonna do like a witch spam attack at the rest of this base, all right? We got, what, a couple of jumps, and look for the Royal Champion to come in, because I am going to bring a skeleton spell to try and tank for her a little bit. Now, we're moving in through the base, crawling our way through, zapping both the scatter shots, man, just really opens up a base for witches. There was a couple of multi-target Infernos to deal with on that, and that could be not conducive to witch attacks, but by using the Grand Warden ability for the first one, sending some pigs with the Royal Champion, once again, we got that unicorn on the Royal Champion. Let's look, dude, see who's still alive. Lassie's knocked out, unicorn's still rocking, the owl got knocked out. I think that's gonna happen every time, unless you're using her with an air army. And the yak is knocked out right here, past the king, but spoiler alert, we got more than enough to get this base tripled, especially with that unicorn tanking for the Royal Champion. Let's use a Skelly spell to do some further tanking while that unicorn is healing her. We're keeping 2 of those Expos tied up right now using that skeleton spell. Royal Champion still at full health. She still has her ability intact. Guys, honestly, Lassie was pretty amazing with the Royal Champion. But for me, the unicorn just takes the cake, man. Oh, I love healing heroes anyways, queen charges, and being able to heal the Royal Champion as she goes, you gotta be kidding me. All right, guys, next base. This time we got an Asian smash going for this ring base right here. We're gonna start it off with the Grand Warden walk on the left. Now, what I've done is I've paired the owl up with the Grand Warden. You either put it with a hero or you get 0 value. Since, I mean, the Grand Warden's a ground troop, I know the owl's gonna die early anyways. And the Grand Warden, especially if you're using a walk, that owl's gonna help you do some extra early damage, speeding up the Grand Warden walk. Not only that, but the Grand Warden's normally gonna stay behind the troops. That should keep the owl alive longer. Now, yak paired with the king, just like we said earlier, man, that I think that's definitely the best use for the king. Since they're both tanks, they're gonna stick together. It's gonna be a match made in heaven. Now, as for the unicorn, I still really like her with the Royal Champion, although we've shown that Lassie's a good fit for the Royal Champion as well. So I put Lassie with the Queen sticking out in front of her just a little bit, helping her do a little damage. She can hop over walls, so she can help her hit buildings that she's already targeting over the wall anyways. And then, of course, the Unicorn with the Royal Champion, who we have not even played yet. Now, I sent a blimp in for the Town Hall. I wanted to find out, man, if it was still going to get the Town Hall down. But then I lost my patience and I froze it anyway. So we're going to have to find out a little bit later on a later attack if the blimp alone is still enough to take out the Town Hall with the Super Goblins in there at Town Hall 14 with no rages, no freezes, no nothing. Now we got the Royal Champion coming in over on the right hand side. She's only dealing with a couple defenses. So the Unicorn should be able to heal her back up. Look at this, man. While she's hunting for her next defense, the trusty Unicorn. It's kind of a chunky little unicorn, isn't it? I love it, man. It's going to be healing her back up. Now, on this one, we've also got a couple of freeze spells, and I'm trying to save those for the Royal Champion. In case she gets in trouble, we can freeze the defenses that she's on and give that unicorn a chance to get her healed back up to full health or close to it, keeping her alive to wreck those defenses all the way through to the end of the attack. There we go. We have that lowered archer tower that does extra damage, so we played our first freeze right there. Let's see if we can make the Royal Champion last through this entire attack, which is going to be the key to tripling so many bases at Town Hall 14, man. It's going to turn a lot of almost attacks into 3 stars for sure. We're going to go ahead and pop that Royal Champion ability, take out that last. Next up, I wanted to try some Lalo. So we're going to use a hero entry right up here. In fact, I brought a golem just to make sure my king and queen could get in there nice and easy and nice and far. Really cut out this top multi, the Royal Champion here, the Eagle Artillery, really this whole side of the base. In fact, I'd love it if she would reach over and grab this sweeper, but queen is fickle, so who knows. All right, now the Town Hall is centered. It's in kind of an island in there, spaced out, really hard to path to. So we're going to go ahead and send a blimp in with the Lalo. The plan is take out this stuff up here with the heroes, drop the Lalo up here, use the Grand Warden ability to cover scattershot damage, and get the blimp all the way into the Town Hall, even though the sweeper is trying to push it back. And then continue Laloing counterclockwise around the base, send the Royal Champion in on the backside with her little unicorn helper. In fact, we've got a couple of invisibility spells and some freeze spells to go ahead and help out, trying to keep the Royal Champion alive long enough to get through the rest of the base. Now, Queen cooperated. She grabbed that sweeper, and man, I got some great value from that hero dive, but just adding a golem in there for tanking. Now, we got Lalo coming in hot. Look at those hounds, man. Just sitting there in front of that scattershot, tanking for it beautifully. Now, we got to get that blimp in there, man. Oh, I'm late on that blimp. I really am. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and freeze that scattershot right there. I realized at this point that I had so many loons heading in towards the Town Hall, I better save the Grand Warden ability, otherwise they're just going to die to that Town Hall blast. So here we go, man. We got a blimp full of troops, going to catch as many of that stuff as possible inside that Grand Warden ability. Now we got some invincible loons coming out on the backside. Now we still got that Royal Champion in our pocket, all right? We got a trouble section over here. We got a queen. We got a single. We got a scattershot. We got a Grand Warden platform. So we're going to have to use these freezes and these invisibility spells to help keep our Royal Champion alive while she's being healed by her little unicorn friend right there. Got the poison down for the skellies, trying to keep the Royal Champion focused right here. Now, let's see, man. We're going to have to pop this ability pretty soon, get some of these defenses out of the way, because we need a freeze or invisibility spell left when we're dealing with that enemy queen. Sure enough, scattershot goes down. Now it's the... Oh, she one-shotted her. I don't even need those invisibility spells. We can just go ahead and swag those now. I thought, all right, man, what about dragons? Why don't we try and get this base taken out with dragons? We're going to do the same little hero dive that we did earlier. Try and cut out a little section of this base. We're going to hit the base hard with dragons and see what we got left if we can't get through it with the Royal Champion. There we go. Basically the same opener that I did last time, with the exception that the Fickle Queen did not decide to grab the sweeper for me this time. So, guys, now it's time bring in these dragons. In fact, I better drop one out here just to go ahead and create the funnel, and then we'll come in right up here. We'll start sending those dragons in there towards the core. Sure enough, loon, dragon, trying to get this funnel established, sending the rest of the dragons from the top side here. And now we're going to be popping this Grand Warden ability, but this blimp takes so long to get into the Town Hall. I think it's being pushed back by 2 different sweepers that now we've got dragons in there and we've already used our Grand Warden ability. I was like, no, man, they totally pathed into it. Why didn't I see this coming? So dragons are going to eat the Town Hall blast, but they're doing okay, man. They're in that poison there as well, but I better start freezing the single, freezing the queen, freezing the scattershot, rage up the dragons so they can get through this deadly section right here. All right, invisibility spell right there kept the big pack of my dragons invisible from that scatter shot right there. And now we're looking to play this royal champion in here on the backside. Here we go, following behind the dragons, taking out some easy defenses right here. We still have a freeze, and we still have another invisibility spell to keep her alive, help that unicorn get caught up on that healing if need be. But guys, I gotta say, man, I don't even think I'm gonna need it at this point. Unicorn continuing to heal her back up. She's still got a ton of health, and we're gonna go ahead and swag those last two spells once again. And I thought, what about a really popular Town Hall 13 attack right now, the Zap Frozen Witch attack. Now remember, I told you needed more lightnings for the scatter shot. That is true. I brought 7 lightnings and a quake on this attack. We're gonna go ahead and zap one of those scatter shots. Now I'm trying to funnel with this golem right here. I just did a golem and like 5 witches. I'm trying to get a funnel created, and then whoever built this base made a real easy funnel there on the right, so we really only had to funnel that left side. Then we can send the rest of these witches, golems, heroes into this base with the heroes. Now it's going to be up to these freezes, the rages, the Grand Warden ability to make sure that everything makes it in there far enough to get that Town Hall taken out. And we're also looking to be able to have enough freezes left to help the Royal Champion on the backside if necessary. So I'm not using any freezes yet. I'm trusting the golems and the heroes do most of the tanking of that multi-target inferno there for the hero, but we are going to go ahead and drop a freeze on this Town Hall, because man, that sure makes troops disappear fast. Now we got some super goblins in here coming towards the Town Hall, and we popped the Grand Warden to keep all those troops invincible for the Town Hall kill and for the Town Hall blast there. Now Royal Champion's locked onto by a single, so I had to get a freeze on that single. We're going to go ahead and rage up the troops, pop her ability, give her a little bit more health back. We're going to have to use another freeze as well. Did her unicorn? No, the unicorn's still healing her. Look at that. The unicorn was raged up. The Royal Champion survives this section with the help of the unicorn, but now she goes down. And look at this. We got a unicorn healing golems now. Are you kidding me, dude? The unicorn is healing golems, but it gets targeted. The poor unicorn died on this one. But guys, luckily we got more than enough troops, heroes left to get the triple once again.